Hello, my name is Debbie Mayo. My colleagues and I represent the Leagues of Women Voters of San Mateo County. I will be presenting the pros and cons on Proposition 16. Proposition 16 allows diversity as a factor in public employment, education, and contracting decisions. It is a legislative constitutional amendment. A legislative constitutional amendment is an amendment that changes our state constitution and appears as a state ballot measure because the state legislature voted to put it before the voters. The way it is now. Since 1996, when Proposition 209 passed, state and local entities are prohibited from using race and gender as means to minimize the underutilization of women and people of color. There are exceptions. State and local entities can consider sex when it is necessary as part of normal operations, such as staffing in a federal prison, which is a women's correctional facility, or when a requirement to receive federal funding is that a portion of the contracts be rewarded to businesses owned by women or people of color. Before Proposition 209, state and local entities had policies and programs intended to increase opportunities for people who faced inequalities due to race, sex, color, or ethnicity. For example, state universities considered diversity when making admission decisions, and state and local employment and recruitment policies were designed to increase the hiring of people of color and women. Since Proposition 209 was put in place, public entities have created or modified their policies and programs. An example would be state universities providing outreach and support programs for students who are first in their family to attend college, or that they consider the location of the high school that the student attended. What Proposition 16 would do: it would repeal Section 31 of Article 1 of the California State Constitution, which was put in place when Proposition 209 was passed in 1996. It would amend the California Constitution to allow preferential treatment to individuals or groups on the basis of race, sex, color, ethnicity, or national origin in the decision-making policies in public employment, education, and contracting. It does not alter state and federal laws guaranteeing equal protection and prohibiting unlawful discrimination. Fiscal impact of Proposition 16. There's no direct fiscal effect on state or local entities, and it's uncertain the fiscal effects in the future. It's unknown what future programs will do regarding the increase or decrease in costs. Arguments in favor of Proposition 16. All of us deserve equal opportunities to thrive and succeed. We need to expand access to good jobs and wages, regardless of gender, race, or ethnicity. Today, nearly all public contracts and jobs go to large companies run by older, white males. Small businesses are the backbone of our economy. Small Main Street businesses have lost over $1 billion because of the current law. And quotas are still prohibited. Arguments against Proposition 16. California has successful men and women of all races and ethnicities. Passing Proposition 16 would continue the stereotype that women and minorities can't make it on their own and need special preferences to succeed. The interpretation of underrepresented group can be misconstrued. Passing Proposition 16 would encourage state and local entities to reinstate costly bureaucracies and programs. Financial support of Proposition 16. For supporters, $10 million has been contributed from Opportunity for All Coalition, which is 50 plus current and former elected officials, 13 organizations, and UC regions. Opponents have contributed $250,000 from Californians for Equal Rights, which is Wade Connerly, 5 current and former officials, and 4 organizations. Proposition 16, yes or no? A yes vote would repeal Section 31, Article 1 of the California State Constitution and would allow state programs to consider diversity in the decision-making process for public employment, education, and contracting. A no vote would let the Section 31, Article 1 of the California State Constitution stand, which prevents the consideration of diversity in the decision-making process.